control away the pieces that you gave, betray in a way.
Hi, today I am going to explain to you about compound interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest is interest upon interest where interest is added to the principal, initial amount, and the whole principal plus interest is treated as the new principal for the calculation of the next interest period. Because the interest is added to the principal, the interest itself earns interest during the next time period of computing interest. Therefore, compound interest equal to interest earned from the original principal plus accumulated interest. Why does compound interest matters? As compound interest equal interest earned on money that was previously earned as interest, it causes interest and account balances to grow at a fast rate. In contrast to good saving and investments, it can work against you in situations such as paying interest on a loan as well as being taxable unless the money is tax sheltered. So, it is an extremely important concept to know when it comes to managing your finances. When and where are compound interest applicable? Basically, you'll find compound interest applicable especially while borrowing or investing money in an agency, bank, or any organization within a certain period of time on agreed terms and conditions, of course. For example, when you invest in a funding institution such as Amanah Saham Berhad, ASB, withdrawals during the time of the investment are not advisable as it will interrupt with the key terms such as the initial deposit or what is known as principal amount. Apart from that, you can avoid borrowing money from people, institutions, or agencies that charge unreasonable compound interest by doing the compound interest calculation yourself before you proceed. Some of them, in fact, charge perhaps higher rates upon short interest period or increasing the number of times interest is calculated in a year. That is why we must use our knowledge in compound interest before proceeding on any financial decision making. So what are the key terms in compound interest? The first one is original principal, which is known as P, time of investment, which is known as T, sum of the amount, S, frequency of conversion, M, interest period, annual interest rate, known as K, interest rate for interest period, I, number of interest periods in investment period, known as N. So I'll give you an example. Ahmad invested 35,000 in ASB financing program with the assumption of a dividend rate of 4.5% per annum compounded annually for 25 years. Thus, how to the value of PTKM based on the statement, what is the accumulated amount that Ahmad obtained after 25 years, how much is the total interest earned at the end of the investment period. From the statement, we know that it is compound interest problem solving by the sentence compounded annually for 25 years. Thus, we need to use the correct method and formula to find the solution to the problem statement as above.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Now I'm gonna talk about methodology. To solve a compound interest problem, it is compulsory to identify the key terms that are applicable based on the statement given. So, the first method is to recognize which of the sentence below is holding the key terms for compound interest. For example, Ahmad invested Rm35,000 in ASB financing program with the assumption of dividend rate is 4.5% per annum compounded annually for 25 years. Based on the statement, for P is Rm35,000, for T is 35 years, for M is compounded annually, and for K is 4.5% per annum. Thus, interest rate per interest period. So the formula is interest equal 0.045 per compounded annually is 1 time. So the answer is 0.045. The number of interest periods in the investment period. So the formula is T multiplied by M. So 25 years multiplied compounded annually is 1 time. And the answer is 25. For the result, after we identify the term as well as the compatible formula based on the problem statement, we project the formula as follows. So we have two formula. For the first is S equal P bracket 1 plus I bracket the power of N. Or we can choose S equal P bracket 1 plus K per M bracket the power of T multiply M. Thus, S equal Rm35,000 bracket 1 plus 0.045 per 1 bracket 25 multiply 1. To obtain compound interest, we choose the formula I equal S minus P. So I equal S minus RM 35,000. Problem solving. For example, Ahmad invested RM 35,000 in ASB financing program with the assumption of the dividend rate is 4.5% per annum compounded annually for 35 years. So the value of P is RM 35,000, for T is 35 years, for K is 4.5%, for M is 1. What is the accumulated amount that Ahmad obtained after 25 years? So S equal RM 35,000 bracket 1 plus 0.045 per 1 bracket the power of 25 multiply 1. So the answer is RM 105,190.21.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ismisara binti Ismail. I'm as a teacher.
The question is, the latest Apple iMac was sold at list price of RM10,403 ringgit 99 after trade discount of 50% and 10%.
A. State the value of LP, B1 and B2 based on the question above. We just put here LP. LP is price before discount. You can look at the question. RM this price of 10,400 ringgit. So LP is RM 10,400 ringgit 99 cent. And next is B1. Next is B1 equal. B1 is stand for trade discount. These have two trade discount. Is it 50% and 10%? Okay, B1 is 50%. You put here 50% and B2 is 10%. So LP is 10,402 ringgit 99 cent. B1 is 50%. B2 is 10%.
B. Calculate the net price of the Apple iMac.
Net price is the actual amount paid after the discount. When you got this question, calculate the net price of the Apple iMac, you must use the formula. The formula is NP equal 1 minus B1 close the bracket, open bracket, 1 minus B2 close bracket, and LP. Next is NP equal 1 minus, okay, B1 is 10 for 50%, but you must change it to decimal. It's easy, you just 50 divide 100 equals, you will get 0.15. And next, 1 minus B2. B2 is 10 for 10%. For the question, 10% divide 100, you will get 0.1 equal. And LP is list price. List price is 10,400 ringgit. 10,400 ringgit 99 cents. Okay, next, you must calculate one by one. Open bracket, 1 minus 0.15 close bracket, you will get 0.85. Okay, next you calculate, open bracket, 1 minus 0.1, you will get 0.9. And next you just put here RM 10,400 ringgit 99 cents. The last step, you just calculate all these together. Open bracket, 0.85 close bracket, open bracket, 0.9 close bracket, open bracket, 10,400 ringgit 0.99 cents close bracket, you will get RM 7959.0 5. Don't forget to put RM. For the next calculation, I will give to Kuratu Ainisha Mimi.
Question C. Calculate the amount of discount.
So my name is Kuratu Ainisha Mimi as Teacher Mimi. Question C. Calculate the amount of discount. Amount of discount, the formula is LP minus NP. So LP 10,000. 10,000 400 ringgit 99 cents minus NP we do already, RM 7,959 ringgit 5 cents. So we calculate them. 10,402 ringgit 39 cents minus 7,905 cents. So we calculate them. So this is 9 and 2. So this is this answer. So we are done. So this is the answer. Thank you so much.
But I already died.